Hi everyone, so this video is in regards to introduction to astrology, and what I really wanted to do was teach you a little bit of the fundamentals of astrology so that you get a little gist of what's happening in your chart. Please note that there are many types of astrologers with different interpretations of astrology. Okay, so when learning astrology, you just choose who you would like to learn from. Okay, there are many types of astrology. There's Western or tropical astrology, which is what usually you would see in the U.S. with your horoscope. There's evolutionary astrology, which is the evolution of your soul's path. There is health, financial astrology, Vedic and sidereal, which some call ancient astrology. So with Vedic, it is what you actually see in the sky at the moment of time. Horary astrology is whenever someone can pinpoint what is happening in your life at that time. Say that you lost your keys and you can't find your keys. They would point out where your keys would be. But in all, astrology is energy. And you would take the energies and alchemize them into a story of your life, is pretty much what astrology is. Now, some people say that astrology is kind of close to tarot and close to horoscopes, and it's just predictions. But in my experience, astrology can actually help you identify situations, especially if you're going through a crisis or going through situations of transformation within your life, and you have trouble identifying it or labeling it. Astrology allows you to put words to what you can't. That's happening at the moment, is the way that I see astrology. Okay, so I mean, everybody has their own definition. That's just my definition. But when learning astrology, you would start off with learning all the zodiac signs. Okay, and like the good side of the good zodiac signs and the dark side of the zodiac signs. Then you would move on to the houses, learn all the houses, and then learn all the aspects, and then learn all the planets. And you can switch which way you want to learn, but I do recommend that you learn the signs first, then the houses, and then the planets. Okay, this is just a little intro to learning astrology, so bear with me as I go through each sign, each house, each planet, and the rulers of those planets. Okay, Gemini. Gemini is the ruler of Mercury. Gemini is a mutable sign. Usually starts May 21st. They are an air sign, an air element. So Geminis are the forever student, okay, who grasps subjects quickly and will communicate in an understanding manner. They can adapt to any situation because of their familiarity of polarity, okay? And when I say polarity, it's the dark to the light Like you can't have the dark without the light, and you can't have the light without the dark. You can't have happiness without sadness, right? You don't know happiness until you know sadness. They are very quick to make decisions, which can make life interesting or it can make it difficult. All right, so they can create a crisis. They have the capabilities to learn many different subjects and are able to juggle many different occupations at once. So if life becomes difficult for a Gemini, they will be able to adapt and get on their feet again. There are shadow sides of a Gemini. Some, if they are on a lower vibration, can become two-faced. Okay? Can be nice to your face and talk behind your back kind of thing. Very deceitful, scatterbrained, and unreliable or flaky. But they do have the power to adapt to any situation. And if they are on a higher vibration, they are very honest, very intelligent, daring, okay, to step out into the world and just take the reins. All right. I think that might be all that I have for Gemini at this time. So let's see if there's anything else that I missed. No, that's it. That's all I have for Gemini. Libra. Libra is an air sign. They rule over Venus. I'm sorry. Libra starts around September 23rd. Okay. Libras are very harmonious and balancing people. This is the high vibrational Libras, okay? Because I do know some Libras that are not. Okay. But Libras try to keep everything on a balance scale. All right. So that can make them idealistic. That can make them charismatic. That can make them very, very sweet people. Okay. A Libra is going to try to be the person that brings justice to the underdog, right? Because everyone should be noticed and everybody should be equal. Okay? So that's like it says here, diplomatic, right? So a lower vibrational Libra does have a lot of self-loathing, self-pity. They can be very superficial and critical, just like pretty much any of the signs at a low vibrational state. Manipulative, but they're very manipulative, considering that they are able to pick out the way that you are in disharmony. Okay, so they can pick out your flaw and then show it to you, because that's their gift. They can see the disharmony within you. They can be vain, okay, very selfish to themselves and vain. But Libras, all in all, are very, very sweet, very, it's like a childlike wonder, okay, because they're searching for that innocence, that harmony, to where everything is in equilibrium, right? Now, I have come across some Libras that aren't like that, you know, but mainly on a high vibration. Okay, so that is Libra. Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign. Aquarius's ruler is Uranus or Uranus, whichever way you want to say it. I like to say Uranus. And some say that Aquarius also rules over Saturn. Okay? Aquarius is a fixed sign. Usually starts around January 20th. All right? So, Aquariuses are very social. When they get, and when I say social, I don't mean just one-on-one social, I mean group social. They want to be in a community. They want to live the life in a neighborhood of their own. But at the same time, Aquariuses can be loners, especially if they are on a lower vibration and feel that they don't belong, right? But they were made to be in a community. They were made to be in a network, in a group, okay, with others. Now, Aquariuses are very good at analyzing things. They're also very good at being independent. They can put forth visions of idealistic, how can I say this? They can put forth visions of idealistic dreams into reality. Okay? Very innovative. Aquarius. Their mind is very unique. Almost, people associate Aquariuses as like an alien type because they are so unique and they think outside of the box and they look at it on the outside, the color of it, the make of it, and then describe it to you and you're like, what? But they get it, right? They get it. But they can take something and put it into form where it needs to be just by dreaming or thinking of it. Okay? They can also put forth let's see. Because I'm thinking about Uranus, and Uranus is like the quick form of transformation. I'm talking about life-changing transformation, lottery transformation, okay? And when Aquariuses come up with something, it can change history. It can change everything. This includes anything in their life. If they decide on a path and they find a new innovative way of that path, they can change their life completely. If that makes any sense to you. All right. So everybody has a shadow side. So let's talk about the shadow side. Aquariuses can be detached. Just like Capricorn, they can be cold and detached from anything and everyone around them. Like I said earlier, that they could end up being loners, right? On a low vibration. They can be condescending, unpredictable or flaky, or seem like they're flaky, and inconsistent, which is the same thing, flaky, right? They can also be critical and judgmental. I've met many Aquariuses in my life. They both embody the good and the bad, right? Like everyone. But you can tell when they're unhappy. You can tell when they're unhappy because they start to self-loathe themselves and feel unworthy of things or insecure and lie a lot. Okay? But that is what I have for Aquarius.